this presentation, I'm going to give you a really quick and dirty overview of what we're going to cover in week 5. So if you remember conceptually at a larger level, statistics deals with variability, it characterizes data, it's based on probability theory, and it enables inferences. But the other thing that statistics does is that it enables us to do some empirical modeling, and that's what we're going to focus on this week. So when I talk about empirical modeling, a lot of you probably had experience with doing some linear regression analysis, but basically we can use the data that we have from our sample and we can create a model, and typically we create models, or we'll do like a linear regression model, and we can then use that model on future forecasts. So we can say, if we, based off of our data that we've collected for our sample, we know that it's going to perform a certain way, we can therefore forecast that future devices or whatever it is that we're measuring are going to perform a certain way because we've been able to model the data. The other thing that empirical modeling is that it sort of creates a foundation for experimental design. So what we can do is we can conduct various experiments, and we can design them in multiple ways so that we can get the information from these experiments that we conduct so that they can become the most useful. And we can go and test whether or not the experimental results and what we're seeing are good by matching them against either previous models, or what we can do is we can also take the data that we have now and we can create additional models. And the idea behind experimental design is that we can ultimately determine what factors, what processes, etc., in engineered systems are linked to optimizing what we're doing. And as engineers, this is really important because it allows us to more efficiently engineer and design the products and systems that we use in our engineering lives. So I hope you have a better idea of what we're going to cover this week, and I hope you have a better idea of what we're covering this week. Thanks.